Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens has come to an end, and to send it off, we're going to be playing Rush Duel using cards all throughout the Sevens era. Each week, myself and the TheDrAlex will open 5 packs of each Sevens core set, and add a single card from each pack to our collection. We will then build decks and play a best of 3, with the loser banning 1 card and the winner gaining 7 points. The first player to reach points, or 7 wins, earns the title of Sevens Champion. Welcome to Rush Duel Sevens Draft.
Okay, my 3 bands. The main bands.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Savage Claw, Siesta Toro, and the Star Power Up.
Okay.
And then bands just for you, Beast Gear World, and the Center of your Maximum.
Okay, Supreme Machine Magnum Overlord. Okay. So you've hit Beast Gear World, which almost certainly is going to get me completely off of the Beast Gear deck. You've hit my main boss monster of the deck, Savage Claw Tiger, so that's kind of gone. That's a shame as well, because he was generically fine. Siesta Torero was probably going to be in my deck literally forever, so it's a good hit hitting him. It's a shame you've hit Magnum Overlord before I even got to summon him, but I think that's natural, right? There's no way you don't. So interestingly, you've left me with Tribute to the Doomed. Obviously, it's got a bit of a heavy cost having to discard a card. And you do know that I could just default back onto a different legend, but...
Yeah, and it's like, it destroys 1 creature, not like the entire board, so...
Oh, yeah. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sevens Draft. So last week, we actually managed to get another win under our belts with our good old reliable Beast Gears. So in Character Draft, Beast Gears have basically never let us down, and they continue to do so in Sevens Draft. Unfortunately, Alex has gone ahead and banned basically the entire Beast Gear strategy for us by banning our field spell, Beast Gear World. So that means we'll be looking to pivot onto something else. Now, the problem we have with pivoting on something else is we don't have a ton of boss monsters for a lot of the other archetypes. We have a few bits and bobs, like we have a bit of a machine core coming along, a bit of a dinosaur core coming along, but we are lacking the key aspects of those. So for the machines, we're lacking Mirror Innovators, we only have the 1 copy, and Arctork, who's the other kind of big machine boss monster. For the dinosaurs, we're lacking Super King Rex, which means we cannot use the core of that dinosaur strategy as well as the fusions. So it makes it a bit awkward. We've been running our Thunder strategy with very few boss monsters as well, and we're trying to rely on Thunderbolt and our fusions to kind of carry us through that, but that hasn't been working out for us in the past. So we are looking to boost our Thunder strategy some more. Maybe get some more Thunderbolts and Trigger Dragos. We're still looking for those Super King Rexes. We are still really hoping we can pull some Super King Rexes. And machines, just anything to kind of boost what we've currently got. So yeah, let's fire on in and see if we can get something really good. So pack number 1. Nothing to really talk about here. I guess we'll take the 3rd Palace Gargoyle. Next pack, we have Kimerula. Okay, we'll take Kimerula. That's now a place set of Kimerula. I don't know if we're ever going to use those, but we have them, so that's nice. Next pack, Candy Live. We have Umpire. Card Devastation is interesting as well. Alright, screw it. We're going to take Candy Life because it's a rush rare. We don't get rush rares very often, even though it is on the psychics and we've kind of come off the psychics. If we get enough of them, maybe we go back on them. Alright, last pack of Chaotic Omega Rising. Let's see what we get. Psychic Upper is fine, since we did just get the fusion. So why not? Why not take Psychic Upper? Alright, Destined Power Destruction. Let's see what we can get. Semi-Ruler ×2. Yeah, I mean, we take that, right? It's an ultra rare. That's our 2nd copy of that card. So if ever these fusions do start coming in, we are really set for them. Right, next set. Bill Dragon Rush Rare, you're banned! That would have been really nice to take, but unfortunately, that does nothing for us. So I suppose we'll take Tama, the Monster Cat. Next pack. Siesta Torero! No, he's banned! Alright, last pack of this set. Ancient Arise! Why do you taunt me? All of these banned cards keep coming back to us. Just completely useless to us. We'll just take Gazelle, I guess. Why not? Why not? Right, Fierce Thunderstorm. Now, so far, this has been a bit lackluster of an opening. I mean, we got some interesting, like, warrior cards, but we don't really have anything to do with those warrior cards at the moment. There's no, like, payoff without one of the fusions. We don't have the Yame Ruler to make our Yamitarasu. We don't have any of the other fusions for these other Fiendish Commander cards. So, we're just hoping for some bomb to show up. So, let's see what we can get. Future Diviner is an interesting card. And based on the rest of these, it might actually just be our best bet. So I think we will just take a Future Diviner. Next up, Jamp Set. Now, I believe Jamp Start is the card that's banned. Yes, so this card is not banned. This is place level 2 monster from your graveyard on top of your deck. Place 1 face up level 8 or lower monster from your opponent's field on top of the deck. Then if you place Candy on top of deck this card's effect, you can shuffle 2 monsters from your opponent's graveyard into the deck. That seems very powerful. We will take this, especially since we do have a lot of the psychic stuff still kind of knocking about. And we even took some psychic stuff during this opening. So, yeah, Jamp Set. See if it works. Next up. Master of Sevens Road, huh? Now, unfortunately, we cannot summon this card because it needs Sevens Road Magician, which is banned. So, it's nice to kind of see it, and it's a rush rare, but we can do nothing with it. All right, next pack. Oh, Phantom Bind. We will definitely take a second Phantom Bind. This is generic, and we're at the point in the series where both of us are using full archetypes. So we'll mostly have the same types in our deck, making Phantom Bind even stronger. All right, final pack. Final pack. Hopefully something good. I guess we'll take the third Ascending Evolution. Why not? So, this is what we have opened. Couple of interesting cards. We got some boss monsters in Kime Ruler and Semi Ruler. I don't know if there's much we can do with these two, but maybe. We got a second copy of Masaki. Again, maybe there's something we can do with that. We also got Candy Live. Interesting card, and we got a second copy of Psychic Upper, which means we can make this relatively easily. We got more warrior support in Avian Spell Strategy. We got a second copy of Judgment of the Rising Light. I don't really know if we're going to be doing much with this. We got Jamp Set, which again kind of pushes us towards that kind of psychic strategy, but again I don't really know if we have enough of it. We are on 2 copies of Storm Sonic. This is funny if we manage to pull more of the Wind normal deck. I'm not sure if we will. We've got a third copy of the Angler Coil, which makes our Thunder deck a little bit more consistent, but I still think we're kind of lacking the boss monsters to make that deck really pop. I mean, there isn't really much more to say. Second copy of Phantom Bind is pretty good. We've got some more Metallion stuff to just try and make that work. But again, unless Alex is on a deck that deck hard counters, that deck might not end up doing a whole lot. Another Throne of Darkness, which we're probably never going to use. We got 3 copies of Ascending Coevolution, but we're again still very limited by not having Super King Rexes. So, to be honest, I don't know what we're going to do this week. I'm just going to have to jump into Deck Edit and see what we can do. But before that, we get to open our side sets. So going forward, we will each get to choose which side set we open, unless our opponent has 7 or more wins, in which case you can choose to open any pack. So you could open a main set pack or a side set, 5 of them, and see what you get. So for this week, we have decided to open Gold Rush Pack. Last week, it did us dirty a little bit. We did find a Beast Gear World, which was nice, but we got a playset of a terrible boss monster. We're going to see if we can get anything better this week, and hope this isn't a mistake. So let's fire on in and see what we get from our Gold Rush Pack. Pack number 1. Kyberman is not super useful. Follows the Star Knight is also not super useful for us. Crack Full is... Destroy all cards in the field zones, and if you destroy the card's effect, you can make 1 face-up monster defensive with 1,000 attack. That's good. Anti-field spell, I guess. Bolos we just really do not need. I guess we'll take Crack Full because we haven't really got much better here. Not a great start. Second pack. Burst Stream of Destruction is funny. I think we're actually going to take the Gaia Katuno Megami, just because this would turn on other boss monsters that we've pulled from this set. Next up. This is a level 7 2500 attack monster, so there's always a reason for this. Draw 1 card, summon 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. The Winged Beast Fire type monster. It is level 7 as well. I think we're actually going to take it. This might be useful at some point. Next up. What is this? What is Crystal Brain? During the turn you normal summoned this card, each player sends cards equal to the number of face-up Cyburst monsters. Okay, so it's a Cyburst card. We're probably not on that. Rank to 10 is not bad. Do we actually want it, is the question. Beaver Warrior is not super useful for us, and Construct Princess Pylon is funny, but we'd need the fusion into Gant's Dragon, and Build Dragon's already banned, so that makes Worms just seem a lot less viable. I guess we'll hit just the crank to 10. So far, fine. Alright, last pack. Anything on the close? Ooh, this is a boss monster. I'm gonna have to read both of these, I think. So, Holoshoot Hydron. So if you have 3 or more Cyburst type monsters in your graveyard, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. This card gains attack equal to the number of monsters in your graveyard times 100 until the end of this turn. Then if you have 8 or more Cyburst monsters in your graveyard, you can draw a card. That's a pretty good monster. The problem is we have to run it in Cyburst, which is generally quite a bad archetype in my opinion. I think we are going to take the Holoshoot Hydron. Not what we were hoping for, but we did get some interesting cards, and we got 2 more boss monsters, so that gives us maybe a little bit more in terms of like options of what to do. So let's head on into deck building and just see what we can do with this. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Psychics. So we were on Psychics towards the beginning of the series, but we slowly went off of them when some of our more powerful cards got banned. We lost Prima Gitana, which was a pretty big hit. That was basically the heart and soul of the deck, and we lost our spell trap removal. So we've tried to fill in the holes as best we can. We do have some interesting boss monsters in here, such as Canry D, 2 copies of Esperard, and 3 copies of Folder Blitz. We've gone for this strategy for a few reasons. One, we do have quite a lot of boss monsters for it, so it's a bit more consistent than using a jumble of a bunch of different types of monsters. And 2, because we pulled some interesting fusion. So we have Endless Romance Blitz we've had for a while. We have Candy Live, which we pulled this week, which we can make with a Candy and a Psychic Upper. So we have Candy and we have Psychic Upper. It's a pretty interesting card that can be game winning on its own. So let's just fire through the card by card. We're on 2 copies Handy Lady, 2 copies Silent Assassin, 1 copy Elengul, 3 copies Elekis, 2 copies of Candy, 3 copies of Howling Bird. These are our normal monsters, and it's very important that we have level 2 or lower, as many as we can, which is why we're on some of the weaker monsters, and Howling Bird is part of a fusion. Canry D is an interesting card, 2500 attack, that can also bounce a card back to our hand, let us reuse an effect if we have something with 500 less attack that has a interesting effect to use. Esperid is in here mainly because it's just a 2500 attacker, but we can destroy 2 monsters in the field if we're on 1000 life points or less. I don't know how often this is ever going to come up. Folder Blitz, again, if our opponent's life points 2000 high enough, we can burn them. Again, not a particularly relevant effect, but it might come up. And there's also a half of a fusion. Psychic Upper, this is in here again mainly because it's half of a fusion, but is also an interesting effect to gain us some life points. Could be interesting. Maginical Miracle is an interesting card because if we have our Candy, which is a 100 attack, 100 defense normal Psychic type monster, we can send this card to the graveyard to special summon a level 7 Psychic type monster from our graveyard. So that means Handy Lady, that means Canry D, that means Esperard, that means Folder Blitz. Any of these cards, we can just bring them back. So we have to make sure we have Candy. That's kind of what the deck kind of builds around. We have 2 copies of Future Diviner. So we have face at level 7 or higher Psychic type monster in your field. Draw a card, turn a covering hand to the graveyard. Really good filtering. Amuzi, this is in here primarily for fusion, but also we can lower our life points to set us up for our 1 copy of Roman pick. So if a life points are lower than our opponents, we can pay 500. Then the top 3 cards of the deck to the graveyard. If a Psychic type monster was among them, add a Psychic monster from your graveyard to your hand. Really good for just draw power and for setting up a tribute summon. If we only have Roman's pick, we can summon it, mill a Psychic monster, put it in our hand, summon it, tribute, both for a double tribute. We're on 2 copies of Hammer Crush. This is mainly because we lost our Psychic spell trap removal, so we've gone for generic, because this is what we have. We're on Jamp Up, so we can send a face up Psychic type monster from your field to the graveyard, especially from a level 7 Psychic type monster from your hand, face up to your field. This is just a way to basically cheat out one of our big Psychic monsters. If we feel like we need it, we can set this card, have it face down for a few turns, then if we draw into a hand that only has 1 normal summonable monster and some tribute monsters, we can use Jamp Up to cheat one out. And if we do happen to tribute Candy, the monster gains 1500 attack, which means it should be able to punch over just about anything. Jamp Set is a really interesting card. Place 1 level 2 or lower Psychic type normal monster from your graveyard into your deck. Place 1 face up level 8 or lower monster from your opponent's field on top of the deck. This is a really, really good way to just set our opponent's momentum all the way back. But It only works on 8 or lower, so it does not work on fusions or maximums. That's one thing to take note of. We are still on Tribute to the Doomed. Just being able to pop any card is really, really powerful. 2 copies of fusions, so we don't want to brick on it. We're only running 2 since we only have 3 fusion monsters anyway. 2 copies of Spirit Shackles. This means if Alex brings any kind of trouble strategy, we can use it as a combat trick and try and shut him down. And Severing Psychic Wall, we can use this as a combat trick with Psychic monsters just to try and beat over. Our side deck, there isn't really much to talk about. Some anti-maximum stuff, some generically good cards, and then we are on 3 copies of Solo Performance. This is in case Alex is on the fire deck again. When Alex is attacking with that deck, he will have his Hot Blooded Spirit Stadium, which boosts his monster's attack. So we can use this to protect our monster while he has the boost, and then it'll swap back to our turn, and then we can just attack over whatever monster he's got. So that's the deck. Hopefully we can get some wins today. Let's fire on in and see what happens. Sevens Draft. Last week, I believe I took the win with Beast Gears, and then you ripped the Beast Gears from my pool. Yeah. Savagely and mercilessly. I think you banned Savage Claw, Beast Gear World. Those were the 2 big ones for that deck, specifically.
Yeah.
What else did you ban? You banned Siesta Torero, which was just a generic. The Star Power? Was that last week?
Yes, I think it was.
Well, either way, you ripped a bunch of stuff out of my deck. So I have gone back to the tank. We've come out with something which hopefully will be interesting. I can only assume you'll still be on fire, but you could have pulled something crazy and gone in something else. So we'll have to see what you've got. But looking at your deck list from last week, I actually thought it was really, really good. I was like, this is very well balanced. It's got like ratios of spell traps, monsters, tribute monsters. I think you just got a little bit unlucky last week, to be honest. But
yeah, hopefully my pulls this week will get me the win.
This way you've pulled a maximum.
No, unfortunately not.
Well, let's fire on in. I'll go with Rock. Yes!
That's fine, that's fine.
This is not fine. Alright, which one of these is worse? Okay, I think I'm gonna set this one. Alright, your turn.
Ooh, okay.
We have not opened strong.
I will set and summon. I think I just pressed set. Yeah, I did. Okay. 3.
You started with way more monsters than me. This isn't fair. Alright, 28 to the dome. Could have been more, but thank God for the fat finger.
Those buttons are so bloody close together.
Yeah. Okay, I have a play. The question is, what are we... I guess we're doing you. Alright, we will activate Hammer Crush. I will discard Andy Lady.
Ooh.
Pop your Heavy Roller. Next up, I'm going to summon Lekis and then activate Jamp Up. Let me get rid of it to replace it with Can Reedy. So, I can return 1 face-up monster with 500 less attack from my field to my hand, and then this turn, while this card is face-up, I cannot tribute summon monsters with 1500 or more defense and attack position.
Yeah, I really don't get her effects.
Neither do I. Alright, we will set a couple backgrounds.
Like, if neither player contribute,
well, right.
I get it, but...
So it's a weird one, because, right, so the way that all of the, like, Candy stuff works, right, is it's all based around the little 100 attack, 100 defense monster. And there's a lot of effects that do stuff with that, but I don't think any of them work around this effect. So I don't really get it. I guess this is to stop you from summoning a bunch of this card in one turn with something that I just don't know, but I don't know. We'll just go straight to battle here. I am actually going to, I think, attack Haste Inspector because I know it's part of a fusion. And then I'm going to pass.
Yeah, that's fair. Right. Well, I'll activate Hot Blooded Spirit Stadium.
Okay.
Well, I will Tribute to the set.
What are you setting in this deck? Groundra, I guess? Groundra's got like a big ass, right?
And I'll set 2 more.
Okay. Alright, I guess the play here is to set. This is actually a really funny play. I'm going to tribute to summon my fire monster.
Oh,
Blitz,
damn.
the Infinite Druid. Now the question is, do I play this card from my hand? I think I will. I'm going to set it. We'll go battle. I will use Folder Blitz to attack this defense mode, which if it is what I think it is, yeah, it can go over it. And then we'll just attack over whatever this is. Ooh, go, umpire. And we'll pass. For some reason, I thought Groundra had a bigger button than that.
No. Alright, set. This is not good. Set normal.
Ooh, normal.
Go battle and we'll beat over whatever this is.
Yeah. Was my Amuzi Performer. Supposed to normal
Nice.
summon that. You got a back row to protect it or something? I don't even. Alright, well, I'm going to attempt to normal summon Roman Pick. For the fusion!
Oh, nice.
Hold. My Endless Romance Blitz. So, I can shuffle a Folder Blitz and Roman Pick from the graveyard into the deck to inflict 1500 damage or draw 3, send 2 from hand to grave. Both of these effects are actually a little bit wonky right now. I'm not sure if burning you really helps me a ton right now.
Yeah.
Hand fixing, I guess, is pretty good. Right, we'll activate the ability draw 3. So, what do I want gone? I want some of these big tribute monsters gone, because right now they are doing very little for me. So, get rid of you. And it's you. Then I will be... I think I'm going to set this. And I'll set this. Then we will go to battle.
Okay.
I will attempt to attack into your Bait Bean Soldier. And then we'll attack your defense mode. Past you.
Okay. Alright. Did it a second.
Okay, so you can pay 500 life points. If you tribute 5 monsters, use 2. Okay, so is this home?
Tribute some do-do-do-do-do.
Okay, so face field, send 2 face-up level 4 fire monsters from your field to the graveyard. So they have to be level 4. Gains 2500 attack, can only attack with this card. Oh, this guy like pops level 8 and lower. So you can't pop my Romance Blitz.
Activate. Pop. That.
So now
Go
you're
to
just
battle.
praying my back row is nothing.
Yep.
Actually, I need to have a quick meander at a few things. Give me a sec. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay, we're fine. Yes, I would like to use Spirit Shackles. Fortunately, you have exactly 2 warriors in the graveyard.
Well, alright, we can get over that. And then end, I guess.
Okay. I don't think there is a huge amount I can do here. I want my my Canary D back. She's gone now. Can I try and game you here? Maybe. Alright, I'm going to normal summon Future Diviner. Ah, see, this is where I've gone wrong. This is not a psychic monster. This is an Omega psychic monster. I cannot use her effect. But what I can do is tribute it to summon out Psychic Upper. So during my main phase, which discovers normal summoned or special summoned, I can send the top card of my deck to the graveyard, and then he loses 800 attack, I gain 800 life points.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go ahead and activate Jamp Set. I can put an Alekis back on top of my deck, and then I can put this back on top of your deck. And then, assuming you haven't got anything, I believe this is game.
Yeah.
Oh, a clutch Psychic Fusion. Just a big bungus. And that's the thing as well, because if you didn't have... Because your deck isn't...
The clutch Phantom Bind that was...
Well, that was the thing, right? Phantom Bind actually is a bit weird against you, because your deck has Beasts, it has Pyro, it has Warriors. The Phantom Bind is actually a bit worse against you, but you had exactly enough for it to work there, which was just so fortunate for me.
Game 2 will go first.
Good luck, buddy.
Good luck. Well.
Go, 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 Umpire.
Go, 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 go.
Go, 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 go.
Check rail.
Oh, that's an unfortunate summon. He's very weak. Or a very
Yeah,
active card. Yeah, you gotta get him out of your hand, don't you?
Yeah.
Alright, I will normal summon Muzi Performer. I'll go ahead and activate his effect, because why not? Then we will set... I'll tribute 2 to summon Folder Blitz. Then I will normal summon Future Diviner, activate its effect. How likely is your back row to screw me over? Definitely possible. We're gonna go take the greedy play, I think. Tribute to summon Psychic Upper. Go to battle. I will attack into your Marmot, and then attack, and just hope people crit nothing. Okay, and then we'll pass. Oh. So my field is breakable. 23 is not a huge number, like your 22 was not a huge number. If my guy lives, I now get a boost on my turn.
Yeah. Fortunately.
Oh yeah. I think you have to get rid of my Psychic Upper here, really.
And then...
Okay. What do we do with this hand? Guess we'll start with Future Diviner. Wait the effect to draw and discard. Yes. Rid of this. I'll normal out Silent Assassin. Set a couple of back rows. Go to the battle phase. We'll start by trying to get rid of one of your monsters. Then we will attack over your check rail with Folder Blitz, and then get him for a cheeky 500 with Diviner. Pass to you.
Okay. Oh no. Well, activate Hammer Crash. We will pitch. Well, I'll get rid of that.
Fusion.
That. Who? Go to battle.
Oh, when you said, "Oh no," I was really worried your hand was just a bunch of tribute monsters and spell traps, but Okay. Oh,
No, I think that's going to end up being my next hand.
My hand is like it's so close to being really good, but it's not right now. Okay, we will set a monster. Set a couple of back rows. Then I'm just going to go straight to battle. And I guess I'm just going to attack over your Yarmaloo and pass back to you.
Okay. Yeah, this is good. Alright. Tribute 2. Dodge and dive.
But can he survive the mighty Spirit Shackles?
Season's Vector.
Well,
Fusion.
and this new one survived the mighty Taste Inspector Spirit Shackles. 3 Pyromots from a graveyard into the deck. Oh, you know, that works against Spirit Shackles, doesn't it?
Yep.
600 and inflicts basically so.
Oh man, I could have. I don't want to.
Piercing as well is so. Ugh.
Yep, I've got enough to do this as well, so.
Okay.
Womp. Shitran. Oh. 7 or 5 monsters in the graveyard. Destroy all.
Have you still got 7?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you got more than 7. During your main phase, in which this card was normal special summoned, if you have 7 or 5 monsters in your graveyard, destroy all face-up level 8 or lower monsters with 2500 attack or more attack.
Your dude's smaller than his effect. Okay, that's fine.
Little folder blitz.
Let's see. Oh, guess I'll go battle. And yeah, I think just in case.
That's the safer option, yeah. I will activate my Music Princess's solo performance, negating your attack. I think I am going to just set 2. Then I'm going to fire off Hammer Crush, discarding this. And I'm going to pop your back row. And then I'm going to pass. I think that's the play.
Set a back row. Set yet another back row.
Mm-hmm. His head's all of a sudden in it.
Get out. Cha-cha-catcha.
Mm-hmm.
And go battle.
Ow. Ow. I'm going to do this. I'm going to activate my Music Princess solo performance. This gives me more options next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is a... Oh, this is potentially awful, depending on how I play this. Alright, what is the play? I don't have that card. How much I want to have it. Okay, we'll start by normal summoning Elekis. I'm going to flip summon Howling Bird. Then I'm going to normal summon a Musi Performer.
Ooh.
I'm going to YOLO a Musi Performer's effect. We're going to drop the fusion.
Let's have the fusion. Nice.
Unfortunately, as you're about to find out, it doesn't quite do what I need it to do. Then activate this effect.
Can burn me once more.
I can only use this effect once per turn, which does kind of suck. But, you know. Yeah, the problem is if your back row's anything, I'm just completely boned. But I think I can't worry about that too much. So, I'm going to fire off Jump Up. Get rid of this. Summon from the hand Boulder Blitz.
Ooh.
Then, am I using this? If your back row is anything, I basically get screwed. But I don't think I can afford to play around anything, so we're going to get a battle. I need this gone. Thank Christ. And I need this gone. Oh, alright. That's all I got, buddy.
Okay. Well. I can.
You can.
A second.
Oh no.
Normal summon. Oh wait. Activates effect first. Ooh. Almost fucked that. Home.
Okay, so home gives you 624. Assuming my back row is nothing, you are currently 900 short of game.
Special summon umpire, tribute catcher, and umpire for blue eyes. And good battle. Whoop.
There he goes.
Ooh.
Yeah, my back row doesn't do anything here.
Nice.
Oh, alright, game 3. Alright, we will go first. Last time we went first, we didn't really have any play, but hopefully this time we will. Okay, this is fine. I'll set 2 back row and set 3 monsters. And then we'll pass to you.
Ooh. Well, I will activate Spirit Stadium.
Okay.
Summon a Jarmillieu, Archfiend, and Umpire. Go battle and see what we can.
A Muzi Performer, my Elengel, and our Future Diviner.
Oof.
Okay, we have stuff here. This is not the best, if we're being totally honest. What is my best use of these cards? Well, I could use one of these. It feels really bad, but I might need just to clear some space. I think realistically we are going to have to clear some space no matter what. Alright, we're going to set a monster, tribute it to summon out Psychic Upper.
Yep.
And then going to... I feel like neither of these matter too much. I guess this one's better. I'll activate Jamp Set. I'll put Howling Bird on top of my deck and put one of these back to top of your deck.
Okay.
Then I'm going to activate Tribute to the Doomed. Get this out of my hand. Set, go to battle, and then just attack over this. Now I know you're about to draw into a card that outs me, but this was the best way to just get cards out of my hand, I think.
Yeesh. Well, I'll activate Whole Blood Spirit Stadium.
Okay.
second.
Okay.
Pay the cost.
Oh, you drew a tribute monster as well. God, that's the best one as
Draw
well.
home.
Okay.
Draw Marmot. Go battle. He's still having the graveyard. Done.
Ow.
And swing in for... Yeah.
Big ow. Right. Here we go. This is where we draw the nuts.
It's just a card called the Nuts.
Yeah, just the nuts. Okay, we have a couple of options. I think we set... I'm going to normal summon Performer and go ahead and use its ability. Then, going to Tribute 2 to summon Folder Blitz. Then from here, I'm going to go straight to battle. I'm just going to attack over home.
Yeah.
Pass.
Okay. Well, Umpire.
Okay.
Can activate Umpire because I've got Hot Spirit Stadium in the deck.
Okay.
This turn you cannot attack with non-fire monsters, so...
Oh, what a restriction. I don't know how you're going to play around that.
That. 2.
Then you tribute summon.
Yeah. Fortunately,
Okay.
gotta be Harami. Go battle. Be over.
Yep.
Be in.
You're down to 2,000.
And end.
Okay. We can't do everything we want, but we can do some stuff. Alright, we will set. Then I will tribute 2, summon Esperade. Then I'm going to normal summon Silent Assassin, go to battle, attempt to get in with Esperade, attempt to trade with Silent Assassin. Pass back.
Oh, I will summon 2.
Okay. Contribute.
Grandra. Activate Grandra.
Game, I think, unless my back row stops it.
Couple 3. Baseball.
Oh, that's so much damage.
Go battle.
You've fallen into my trap. Yeah, I got nothing. Oh, I felt really good after that game 1. And then just nothing. Just nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one, though. That was a really good one.
Great.
Although you're going to have to try and work out what you're doing next week. Because I haven't decided yet, but 99% one of the bands is going to be home. I think without him, this deck falls apart.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Grounder is basically terrible without home. Your fusion is nice. But there are plenty of outs to it. And again, I think I get 3 bands now. So I'll be ripping a whole bunch of stuff out. But home, I think, is definitely the heart and soul of this deck. Not even necessarily his own effect, but it's just being a boss monster that's fired 2500 attack and being able to use Grounder to summon it. Like, I mean, you see on the board right now, right? You've got 2944, and you just summoned it out of nowhere, which is just it's too good. Can't let you keep that.
Yeah.
You just end the game out of nowhere. My Psychic deck, I mean, I could bring it back next week still. I didn't get to show off all that much. Like, I have the reason I went with this is because I have the Can Read Fusion.
Oh, nice.
I never got everything out I needed to summon it, which was a shame, but we did get to see a fusion. In fact, we both got out of fusion. which was pretty cool. I like seeing fusions.
Yeah.
We haven't had a maximum yet. We almost did. But, you know, the fun police came and put him on the wanted list. Now he's gone. So, GG, buddy.
GG.